Members of the audience, please stand and welcome Molalla High School staff members and the graduating class of 2024. Please remain standing and welcome Senior Class President Stephen Spotansky. After graduation, Stephen will attend Clackamas Community College next year and then transfer to the University of Oregon to become a history professor. Stephen intends to write the definitive history of Molalla social studies teachers, past to present. He realizes that as soon as it is written, present will be history, but he assures me that he can handle the existential angst.
Thank you.
I'm ready for you.
All right. Welcome, everyone, to 2024 Molalla High School graduation. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Hello, everyone. I'd like to first inform those who don't know me or have never heard me speak that I do have a speech impediment, so certain words containing "all" will sound different. So apologies to parents and those that have not heard me talk before for any misunderstanding. Anyways, with my disclaimer out of the way, we can begin my actual speech. First, I'd like to thank all parents, family, and friends that have shown up to support your seniors. You have no idea how much it means to have your support here for one of the most momentous moments of our life. For you to see the sunset of the first major chapter of our lives and the sunrise of the next is a moment I hope all of you cherish, as I know we are. Now, to the seniors. We have survived 13 years of school. Some of us have had a steady path within the Molalla River School District. Others have had the challenge of moving here midway through grades in the middle of trimesters. I'm one of the lucky ones to have been involved with the same district for my entire high school career. From this, I've seen prisons built, as in Molalla Elementary, dilapidated buildings become even more of a health hazard, thank you middle school for the asbestos, and walk through the same halls that my siblings had walked up to 12 years ago. Now, despite our situation, we have made it. We have reached the final stretch we must walk to get a piece of paper we have worked 13 years for. But beyond this, I want to wish you all well. Now, I don't know all of you, but I can say we've all technically grew up together. So naturally, I hope you all succeed, no matter what kind of history we've had. We are adults now, and I hope we can look past petty middle school feuds. Now, for the closing of first of many speeches, I'm going to keep mine short and sweet, which I hope I accomplish in the eyes of all of you. As a closing statement, I would like to be very cliche and end it with a quote. It is in Latin, which is a stupid language that I do not speak, so sorry for any mispronunciation to Latin speakers. Namquam tesiro, namquam demeditam, namquam discuro ec deseram, namquam telfectictoris. A infamous Latin saying which roughly translates into English, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Thank you. I did say I would give up middle school feuds, not jokes. Thank you all.
Thank you, Stephen. I believe that is the first official and historically documented rickroll of a graduation. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2024 Molalla High School commencement ceremonies. My name is David Atherton, principal of the Molalla High School. I'd like to extend a special welcome to the family, friends, and staff members here today, Board Chair Eskridge, Superintendent Mann, and most importantly, these amazing young men and women sitting in front of us. It's not an exaggeration to say that this moment is always one of the top highlights of my year. It feels good to be gathered as a community in celebration, and today is also a day to recognize the hard work and the perseverance of these students. Of course, there are many people who have paved the way for our graduate successes. Many of those people are sitting here with us today: parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters, teachers, coaches, and many more. While the focus today is on our graduating seniors, today is also a celebration of what each family has done to support and guide these students. And for that, I want to say thank you. These students would not be sitting here today without the tremendous support you have provided. Countless goldfish and Cheerios that you've cleaned from underneath your car seats. At this time, graduates, I'd like you to turn and share the love back to your audience. It's one of the few times that public displays of affection are appropriate at school. So you've heard a welcome from our senior class president, and during today's ceremony, we'll have the opportunity to hear from others. And at this time, I'd like to introduce the first of our student speakers, Macy Jones. Macy will study agriculture business at Oregon State University in the fall.
What are you going to do now? Where are you going to college? What career are you looking to pursue? These are 3 questions I have been asked a countless number of times in the past year, as I'm sure you guys all have too. And although this is a great question, I want our class as a whole to be recognized for more. Consumed with the idea of failure or being judged, we mask our truest desires to match societal expectations. However, I truly believe it's not about what you want to be, but who you want to become. Throughout high school, we have already started building our identities. Some of us were part of clubs, some sports, others performing arts. If you would have asked me freshman year what I wanted to be known for, I might have said a star varsity player or even the most academic, but fast forwarding years later, my answer has vastly changed. You see, we often view others based on accomplishments, achievements, and status. And as we shouldn't minimize our successes, we have to remember without the trophy or the image, all we have left is our character. A quote by Evan S.R. says, "Character is the only thing you have left when you have lost everything you can lose." Throughout the 4 years of high school, I have learned many lessons when it comes to character. The Molalla community has taught me the importance of giving back and the act of selfishness. My family has shown me the true meaning of hard work and dedication. Miss Burrell, Miss Blair, and Mr. Hagan have shown me what it means to be a true leader. And last but certainly not least, I've had the opportunity to grow up with a class that not only pushes me, but also others around me to be the best versions of ourselves. The class of 2024 has shown resilience within challenges, and I'm truly excited to see where all of you guys end up. Nonetheless, the school has allowed me to find the things that I'm passionate about and truly grow as a person. So if you ask me now what I want to be known for, my answer has changed. I want to be known for the person I am, not the external labels I have been given. Regardless if you're going to college, going into a trade, or joining the workforce, I applaud you. Because in the end, the title doesn't define you. It's how you continue to build yourself into the person you hope to become. Thank you.
Thank you, Macy. We're proud of your accomplishments and of the great things that you have yet to do. Please welcome our next speaker, Silas Carr. Next year, Silas will attend Grand Canyon University to study business. He will return to Molalla during school breaks to clean my office and polish my boots as community service for how he's treated me this year. His goal is to earn his undergraduate degree and apply his impressive public speaking skills in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, I give you the one and only Silas Carr.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? On behalf of the class of 2024, I would like to welcome all faculty, friends, alumni, family, and distinguished guests to the graduation ceremony of Molalla High School's class of 2024. Man, everybody, we made it. We beat the agains. And as a group, we did indeed start from the very bottom. Now it looks like the whole team is here. We really have had a tough couple of years. I remember starting our high school experience online during COVID. Oh boy, did that suck. But that's real, Noah. But think back to the first time you ever walked into a classroom in Molalla High School. The first time that you went to a football game. The first relationship. The second relationship. The third one. The realizing you were the problem. But even despite that, we have all grown so much. Our class is so special. Despite having different beliefs, different opinions, and extremely different personalities, almost everybody in our class knows each other extremely well. I am a proud man to be a part of this class, and proud to call all of you my family. Not only do we know each other really well, but our class has some extremely hard workers. The race for the spot of valedictorian was one that will go down in legend. Apparently, some people got above a 4.0 GPA. How do you even do that? Once I heard that, I knew my rank 37th spot would never make it, so I just gave up. But despite that, our class has had one of the most rough experiences over the course of our school careers. We had to go through COVID during our middle school, high school transition. We had to go through wildfires, ice storms, Zoom meetings, and some of you had to experience me in middle school. I'm sure every family has shared their fair share of disappointment and upsetness. I remember one time I saw Spider-Man back in the day, and when the movie finished, I got off my couch, I went up to my mom, and I said, "When I grow up, I want to be Spider-Man." She looked back at me and said, "Silas, grow up, you graduate in a week." But I know that our class has some serious potential in our futures. The potential to change the world. Right, Macy? You all have worked with perseverance, procrastination, and sometimes just flat-out laziness, but somehow always seem to get the work done in the end. Or maybe I'm just talking about the time I took pre-calculus and waited to do all my homework from every unit at Colton Strohmeyer's house the day before the test. Whatever the case is, we all get the work done. You know, street poet and philosopher singer Drake once said, "Oh well, I guess you win some, you lose some. As long as the outcome is income, you know I want it all, and then some." Today, we will be entering the fabled real world armed with all of the knowledge we gained in high school to prepare us for it, such as identifying mitochondria, finding y equals mx plus b, writing a tri-i-i-i-iac essay, you know, just things adults do all the time in their daily lives. But that's the exciting part. We are now in adult life. For some of us, that means waking up at an actually reasonable time so that our brains can fully function properly. For others, that means going off to college to start the beginning of a new season of your life. And the rest, mom and dad's basement is now charging rent with no more maid service. But we would have never gotten here today without our staff members. So I'd like to thank some of them for the things that they've done for us. Mrs. Prom, thank you for somehow keeping a straight face while teaching me pre-calculus for the up-teeth time. Miss Burl, thank you for being like a second mom to not just me, but everybody around you. It means the world to me to have someone care about you as much as you did for us. Also, shout out to the office ladies. They threw me under their wings so I could soar like the eagle I am. Where would I be without them? And thank you, Dr. Atherton, I guess. Even though I declared war on you because you called me a dork in English class, I still think you really are a cool man. And you definitely kept my senior year exciting with our back and forth rivalry of roasting each other. Also, your haircut sucks. But in all seriousness, thank you all. I have had so much fun over these last 13 years together. As we embark on this new chapter of our lives, or as I call it, the end of freeloading, I just want to let you all know that deep down in my heart, every one of you will have a special place reserved for it. I love every one of you guys, except you, Atherton. And on that note, let's get this ceremony over with so we can all go home and figure out what to do with our lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Silas. Best wishes on all your hopes and dreams for a bright future and that Spider-Man thing. Please welcome our next speaker, Kaden Harris. Next year, Kaden will attend Linfield University to study biochemistry and molecular biology. Her goal is to become a pediatrician.
When that last bell rang for the last time last week, we all knew it was over, that everything was changing within that one moment. Nothing would ever be the same. Did you ever stop to think that this was actually our last year, our last trimester, our last month, our last week, or even our last day? I surely did not think about it that much. It all went by so fast. The best years of our lives flew by without us even realizing it. Our childhood is now gone, and we're moving on to being adults and being able to make our own decisions. Ever since I was little, all I wanted to do was be a grown-up. But now once I'm here, I'm not so sure that's what I truly wanted. I know it seems daunting. I know that this building is comforting. We grew up here. We spent so many of our teenage hours in this building learning. I know that many of you have been waiting for this day to finally be here. But personally, once it's here, I want to hold on to every second before it's gone forever. Now I'm watching the events I have waited my whole life for. Senior prom, senior skip day, senior sunrise and sunset now will only exist in our memories. Speaking of memories, let's recap our high school years a little bit. As you all know, the end of our 8th grade year, COVID hit. Everything was turned upside down and nothing was how it was supposed to be. You may be thinking, there's not a worse way to start high school. Well, there definitely is. The week we were supposed to start high school, the wildfires infringed on our homes, and we had to evacuate. They had to postpone schools for days while everyone sought refuge away from their homes. Eventually, everything turned back to normal, from half days to full days, then with no masks. Finally, by the end of our high school experience, everything slowly seemed to be going back to normal. You may feel like we missed out on some of the traditional high school experiences, and while we might have, I think we have a cool story that's not like anyone else's. But that's not just because of COVID, the wildfires, or the 2 ice storms, though. It's because of how unique our school truly is. Molalla High School is so special. As you all know, Share the Love is a big part of who Molalla is and a big part of who I am as well. We got to experience an amazing last Share the Love this year. And while of course it's not truly the last one, it's the last one that we're able to participate within the same capacity. You'll never be able to be behind the scenes during Share the Love, or even get to experience the atmospheric shift of everyone and everything within the Molalla High School building during the Share the Love season. While of course this does mean that Silas's reign of terror with the pageant is finally over. When you go off to whatever next steps you're after high school, you will not find someone who has had the same privilege of being part of such an amazing event. Share the Love is not the only magical aspect about Molalla, though. Since we're so small, it's so easy to be involved in whatever you're interested in. We have so many amazing clubs and sports teams. Our robotics team is amazing, our band and choir constantly go to state, and our FFA club is recognized on a national level. At Molalla, there is a potential to find your place, your home. I know I certainly found my home in clubs, sports, and extracurriculars. Being involved in different activities is what makes high school and life enjoyable. So as we move out of this time in our lives and find our new home, keep being involved in whatever path we choose. As we move forward, we also do have to reflect on what is now permanently behind us. We aren't able to participate in any of the regular high school events anymore. No more dances or high school football games or basketball games. No more late start Fridays. No more homeroom. No more seeing Miss Prom, Miss Burrell, Miss Briley every day to learn important life skills for our future. You won't get to see your best friends anymore. We're on to bigger and better. We don't have to show up to the same building and do the same monotonous tasks every day. Now, it's up to you. For many of you, that means some sort of secondary education, such as community college, vocational school, or university. Some of you, it's straight into the workforce. I know whatever you choose will be remarkable. The reason for this is because you are all amazing, and I know for a fact that All of you can accomplish what you set your mind to. Don't be afraid to dream big. The world is waiting for you. Now, go out and make the best of your lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaden. Again, we look forward to celebrating your future successes and contributions to the world. At this time, I would like to now introduce Miss Jasanis and our concert choir. Choir members, please come forward.
sky fall. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Where you go, I go. What you see, I see. I know I'd never be me without the security of your loving arms, keeping me from harm. Put your hand in my hand, and we'll stand. Let the sky fall. stand tall, ask I fall. Ask I fall.
Thank you, Mrs. DeSantis and choir students. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our next student speaker, Hannah Jones. Hannah will study business and cosmetology at Clackamas Community College. Her goal is to own her own successful business and help me overcome the hair problem Silas believes I have.
Good afternoon and congratulations to everyone here today. We have all worked hard to be here. When I look out and see everyone's faces, I can't help but think of two words: love and fear. Yes, they seem vastly different, but to me, they go hand in hand. These words will forever be the main pieces of us navigating through this crazy life. We often try to rationalize fear with our thoughts and love with our hearts. But one is not right or wrong. Will fear paralyze the opportunity for us to take a leap of faith and try new things? There have been times that I was more worried about how something was going to end up and what people would think of me, rather than working on performance and the steps to succeed. That's when I finally asked myself, who am I trying to prove my success to? It was not until later I would realize that the people who loved me did not care how I performed in whatever I was doing. But your true supporters will not consider it a failure, but rather see it as a way of growing. We need to change the way we look at failure, as it is not the end-all be-all. So what if you didn't ace that test? Try again. So what if you didn't play as good as you wanted in your sport? Practice and try again. We need to change our perception of failure and evolve our thinking into knowing it is the only way you grow, and it will not define you. Tell those people you love them every chance you get, because you never know what tomorrow may bring. So let me leave you with this. Fear will hold you back every time you let it. So take the hands of the people you love and jump in, because the first step is always the one you fear the most. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hannah. I would like to now introduce Maestro Ferris and our MHS Wind Ensemble. The ensemble will play music from the Pixar movie Magic. Please welcome our performers. Thank you, Mr. Ferris, musicians. I'd like to welcome you and several of your proteges to the stage for a special presentation.
I know that the senior gift is traditionally given to you in our last concert, but if you think about it, this is our last concert. So thank you for sticking with us for just not only high school, but also the majority of middle school, at least for me. For them, it's all of middle school and high school. We came together and we decided to get you a gift, and we hope you like it. Oh, wow. Thank you. Bring it in place.
This is a surprise. I don't like being in the crowd. Let's go.
I'd now like to introduce our final speaker, ASB President Taylor Gates. President Gates will study computer science and business administration at University of Oregon. She plans on being a computer systems manager and perhaps a pro bono high school freshman reality counselor to help ease their transition into Molalla High School.
The greatest warriors were built in some of America's greatest tragedies. FDR in World War II, Rosa Parks in the Civil Rights Movement, and Kendrick Lamar in the epic rap battle. The class of 2024 was built the same way. We started our freshman year 2 weeks late due to forest fires, had 2 weeks off due to the ice storm taking out our power, and did all of that whilst being in online with limited interaction. Yet we all made it to the year that we thought would never come, the year 2024, the year our 13 years of schooling would come to its final end. The year the class of the Phoenix would finally spread its wings and fly out of the ashes. We spent about 302,400 minutes in Molalla High School, about 300 minutes each on Among Us in quarantine, about 500 minutes listening to the same drill video every single year, another 300 minutes hearing some type of growl or bark in the hallway, 1,000 minutes trying to use the bathroom to realize there was either no door or 4 girls in one stall, and so many other memories within the 18,018,000 seconds of high school. Before we walk across the stage and accept the piece of paper that made this all worth it, let us reflect on everyone who helped us get here. First and foremost, I would like to thank someone who has been here consistently for us. Through the thick and thin, no matter the hour, Photomath has never let us down. Along with many other amazing people, such as Miss Bonnie Spurl, who kept us positive when we were scared of the future, Miss Macy Jones, who has been here with us since middle school and is always there with a smile and a helping hand, Miss Burl, who never fails to dance to Pink Pony Club with me. And another big thank you to our counselors, Mr. Rubrick and Miss McKenzie. They've kept us on track for 4 years and were there for any problem we had, even when we needed a new advisor for Key Club. Another big thank you to Adam Norris at Aesop Science and all the YouTubers who helped us make the most remarkable academic comebacks in this century. God knows where we would be without them. A special remembrance to Mr. Layton, who has held a special place in our hearts from middle school and helped lead many to success during quarantine. Lastly, I would like to thank D-Dog, also known as Dr. David Atherton. He's let me and ASB do a lot of new projects around the school and heard us out on some pretty crazy ideas, from debating about finally letting me paint a hallway or sending out emails to the entire senior class about if Silas would join us here today. He has been a graceful principal who cared enough to invest in some students who really needed it. Even if he is a failed English professor, looks like a lumberjack with an art degree, a failed ROTC student, he's all right. I've talked a lot about who got us here and all of our supporters, but who are we? We have Marie, whose ability to break pencil sharpeners is astounding, Gunner with a cat 13 standard deviations above the mean weight, our fashionista Natalie, epic Fortnite player Braulio, best gossipers Jenny and Cynthia, the runners who can go the distance Colton, Austin, and Clayton, our gym bros Troy, Zach, Ben, and Danny, our favorite German Sonia, fave Sweden Ellen, along with the cutest South Korean Jin, the silent geniuses Zaire and Shelby, a vocal dictator Steven, cookie extraordinaire Olivia, our car gurus Trenton and Christian, the most injured person I've ever met in my entire life, Connor, The bookworms, Elena and Audrey. The silent souls, Jefferson, Garrick, Cynthia, Camilla, and Emily. The cat lover, Carter. The funniest twins, Hannah and Macy. Some sassy baristas, Tilly and Lucas. The horse girlies, Catherine, Brooklyn, and Emily. A cow lover, Emma. The casually talented Catherine Perez. The most frustrating conversator, Ben Suarez. The beanstalks, called Jack and Zach. Yearbook enthusiast Josh, the best laugh from Maddie, the most helpful dudes Jaden, Seth, and Gavin, lots of country music lovers including Ben, Ava, Brady, and Grayson, the wrestling gals Jade and Lillian, the kindest souls Will, Stephanie, and Riley, some drama students Layla, AJ, and Gabby, robotics legends Hannah, Malachi, Isaac, Sean, Chloe, and Lyra, best welder Bella, volleyball icons Ellie, Izzy, and Jesse, the best sarcasm from Mail Taylor, the Carhartt connoisseur Andrew, talented band kids Melania and Hunter, some jokesters Alan and Chad, amazing athletes like Cody, Caden Lee, Kelsey, Landon, Wyatt, Ricardo, Jace, Kyler, and Blake, a musical genius Tag, and Alfredo King Dale, a mushroom lover Caden, the best chefs Ekaterina and Elizabeth, the Beanie Baby friends Claire and Julie, and the man who loves blondes, Silas Carr. Along with so many other amazing seniors who make up the one-of-a-kind class of 2024. We've all done so many amazing things together, and graduating will be our last. When people ask me when I graduated, I will be proud to say 2024. Not because it's an even year, but because of all the people who surround me. There's not been one class with hostility or hate with these students. We laughed till we cried together, succeeded, failed, got too competitive together, and now we move on separately. We created so many memories that we will carry as we walk into adulthood. Some will go to universities, others to trades, some to beauty school, some undecided, and 3 to flight school, which I find odd, not because they're pilots, but it's weird it happened 3 times, right? I digress. Let us walk into our next phase of life with the lessons we learned within the walls of MHS, to lead a life with fun adventures, a chaotic crew, and an empathetic heart to feel every moment. Before we all separate and leave to conquer the world, I want to leave you with a quote. In the great words of Robert H. Scholler, let your hopes, not your hurts, shape your future. Not every day will be good, not every opportunity will work out, but you will always have the power to keep going. Every person sitting here today has shown they have the grit and perseverance to keep going. This class will never be a passing number. We are all somebody who has a purpose in this big, beautiful world. So as we step into it, remember you have the power to do what you want and achieve what you dreamed. This class rose like a phoenix, and just like a phoenix, will never go back to dust. Thank you, classmates, for giving me an unforgettable high school experience, and always remember to check the laws in every state. Thank you.
Thank you, Taylor. Each year, the senior class votes to select a staff member who will give the staff address. The class of 2024 has selected Andra Prom, our advanced math teacher and department chair.
Congratulations to the class of 2024. You are moments away from officially graduating high school. For those of you who don't know me, I am Mrs. Prom, and I am the math teacher at the high school. Given that I teach math, I deal with numbers on a daily basis. So I have done one last set of calculations for all of you today. Don't worry, there's no test at the end. Over the course of your lifetime, most of you have spent the last 2,076 days in school. 684 of those days were spent here at Molalla High School. During the 627 days you were here, not including third trimester, you have completed 4,015 credits as a whole class, which is about 8,562 total classes that were taken and passed. Do not forget the pass part. With that being said, 155 of you will be graduating high school today. Of the 155 of you, there's about 88 going to college or trade schools. 3 are headed to the military, 4 to different apprenticeships, and at least 30 of you are headed straight to the workforce. During your 4 years of high school, your class as a whole has accomplished many items. During your 4 years, you have helped the community raise $510,567 for Share the Love and Wildlife Relief recipients. Most of you try new clubs, sports, and extracurricular activities, allowing you to compete and place in competitions all over the state of Oregon, as well as in Indiana for FFA and Michigan for trap shooting. Along with those new activities, you have made new friendships and memories, as well as tried new hobbies and interests that will last a lifetime. With all those accomplishments, you have had many people who have helped shape and encourage you along the way. These people deserve some recognition, so do not forget to thank all your parents, families, coaches and mentors, teachers and administration, coworkers, and friends who help nudge you and keep you going to pursue your dreams. The last thing that I'm going to leave with you before you graduate is this. Yes, you have spent 2,076 days of your life in school. For some of you, that part of your chapter is coming to the end, while others, it's continuing. However, you are about to start the next chapter of your life. This chapter will last a lifetime. Just know that this lifetime will go by way faster than you think, so don't rush and take it all in as you go. You are the writer of your own book, so make sure the choices you make are ones that will keep you turning the pages so you can keep going to that next chapter and the new achievements. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2024.
Thank you, Ms. Fromm. We've finally arrived at the presentation of the class of 2024. All of our students have worked extremely hard to get to this day. Now, usually you're asked to hold your applause, but let's be real. You're not going to do that. We've worked with you too long to know that when it comes to your child, you're going to celebrate regardless of our instructions. So instead of asking you to hold your applause, please feel free to give each student a brief congratulatory applause and settle back in for the next student's name. We want to make sure that every name is heard and that we're not here until 3 o'clock. Students' names today will be presented by our librarian, Yaneli Rodriguez. Diplomas will be presented to students by the Molalla River School District Board Chair, Linda Eskridge, and our Superintendent, Dr. Tony Mann. Ms. Rodriguez, please begin to present the students.
Jaden Lynn Adams. Cynthia Aguiar Navarro. Sara Isabel Aguilera. Luis Ángel Almanza. Alexander Raymond Anderson. Isaac Harrison Anier.
Thank you.
Gabriel Areola Shell. Elizabeth Bailey. Brady Tyler Beck. Camila Bedoya Corona. Lucas Barrett. Stephanie Betran Munoz. Savannah Ray Brooks. Kaden Brown. Isabel Joanne Bryant. Kyler Lee Burke. Taylor Cody Burke. Elena C. Call. Aleida Cardenas.
Thank you.
Ellen Carlson. Silas G. Carr. Eric Kaysen. Zachary Ray Clinton. Hannah Elizabeth Combs. Ava Brooklyn Conley. Vincent Michael Corso. Marley Jean Crumble. Carter John Cushman. Melania Rain Dahl. Andrew Charles Davidson. Jack Michael Davies. Manuel de la Cruz. Zachary D. De la Zerda. Jasmine Helen Elizabeth Dewing. Emily Dolores Cruz. Bella Jade Dussenberry. Olivia Garcia Elringer.
Thank you.
Vladimir Eufragio Morales.
Thank you.
Gabrielle Ilana Fransworth. Sonia Fisher. Emily Yareli Flores Pastor. Seth Landon Furby. Blake Hunter Gallardo. Connor Alexander Galusha. Taylor Lauren Gates. Shelby Ann Marie Gatz. Ricardo Brooks Gorwood. Trenton Lewis Gold. Kaden Lee Elizabeth Greer. Taggart Grossnickel. Cody Rose Gump.
Oh, I got two.
Madeline Renee Hackenjos. Audrey Kate Hamilton. Kaden Lindsay Harris. Benjamin Hernandez. Stephanie Milagros Hernandez Gomar.
Okay. Grab this here, Travis. We'll get you set up.
Jennifer Hernandez Ocio. Christopher Joseph Herrera Galdino. No, they're just low. William J. Hagen.
Hogan. Okay, there we go. And now Noah. You should be back on.
Noah Lee Johnston.
Good job, Noah.
Kiana Agustina Hoskinson Palomares.
Thanks, Noah.
Clayton Ritter Hewitt. Pedro Alonso Isabel Simón. Jen Jang. Allison Rose Johnson. Hannah Lynn Jones. Macy K. Jones.
Thank you, Macy.
Madison Jones.
Thank you, Macy.
Morgan O'Reilly Kearns. Grayson Kelly. Kylie Krebs. Gavin Kuntz.
Thank you.
Joseph William LaFollette.
Thank you.
Jessica Lucille Langendorfer. Daniel Edward Levine. Bruce Lou Lee. Riley Grace Lishka. Joshua T. O. Livingston.
Thank you.
Lexi Isabel Ruth Lopez. Emmanuel Lopez Juan. Luz Esbeidi Lopez Ortiz. Mackenzie Jean Laurie. Jared Maldonado Gonzalez. Zaire Maldonado Gonzalez. Uliana Rose Mametov. Benjamin Matthew Martinez. Marie Opal Mason. Sean Thomas McBride.
Thank you.
Clovey Fawn McElhaney. Connor Daniel McKenzie. Wyatt Levi Means. Katerina Lily Mendoza Smith. Riley Page Mativier. Jefferson Miguel de la Cruz. Malachi Alexander Morford. Lillian Yvonne Mueller. Tilly Kate Muffet. Troy Alexander Munoz. Brooklyn Lee Nagel. Christian Scott Navarrete. Jade Harmony Naylor. Dale Fletcher Nelzine. Jaden Michael Wen. Carter Brian Nicholas. Diego Jose Nicholas Vega. Catherine Nunn. Benjamin Aaron Olson.
Thank you.
Nevea Theodora Olson Rodriguez.
Oh, even better.
Helena Lynn Otter.
I don't even want to know.
Marilu Rocio Peña de la Cruz. Catherine Perez.
Thank you.
Owen Matthew Pfeiffer. Lyra Leora Preston. Hunter Jack Ray. Braulio Suriel Ramirez. Olivia Nolan Reed. Landon Cole Rupena. Elizabeth Rutov. Emily Lene Roth.
Thank you.
Ekaterina A. Sanarov. Valeria Sanchez Vasquez. Coral Yasmin Sanchez Oliva. Garrick Owen Shalliger. Gunnar Thomas Shalliger.
Thank you.
Hunter Lee Sedgwick.
Thank you, sir.
Alan Robert Cemental.
Thank you, sir.
Andralyn Faith Smith. Jace Edward Smith. Jordan Joy Smith.
Thank you, Jake.
Kelsey Michelle Smith. Stephen M. T. Spotansky. Shadrach Guy Stevens. Leroy J. Stout. Blaine Strange. Colton Harris Strohmeyer. Benjamin Suarez. Gavin J. Taylor. Sienna Elaine Terry. Austin Lee Terry. Layla Kathleen Trout. Natalie Hope Urton. Darian Melvin Van Vorst. Drew Devin Vangen. Claire Wallace.
Good job, Drew. Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Emma Elizabeth Walsh. Ryder Lee Weed. Zenas Wenzel Schenk. Kinsley Bree Wilcox. Daniel Damian Zamora Cortez. Jatsiri Zamora Morales. Cynthia Zuriaga Cruz. Iván Zurita Colores.
Nice job. Oh, thank you.
Okay, I love all your duckies.
University of Oregon appreciates your gift. Thank you, graduates. Well, we're nearly at the end. Just a little bit of information. At the conclusion of the ceremony, the band will play the recessional. Graduates will exit the field and gather again over at the locker rooms and receive their diplomas. Allow us time to get the graduates off the field, please. We also ask if you would please check your area and remove any programs, trash, water bottles, etc., and take pride in maintaining our facilities. There are recycling as well as trash cans at the base of each chairs as you come out for our guests. And now, Molalla High School class of 2024, please stand. After everything you've given me, I would like to give you one last gift. Please move your tassels from right to left. Members of the audience, faculty, and honored guests, as the principal of Molalla High School, I certify these students have met the requirements set forth by the Molalla River School District or Oregon Outreach Incorporated to receive a high school diploma. Students, I now declare you graduated. Congratulations.